We're going to bring in Fox 4 certified meteorologist Andrew Shipley to take a look at the latest on Debbie's path. But also, Andrew, you see this water behind us. We need some sunshine here.
Oh, yeah, we do need some sunshine. I think we'll start to get some of that tomorrow, but really, you got to wait another day. Probably on Wednesday, we'll really start to see that sunshine that we all love here in Southwest Florida. But there is Debbie right now pulling away, but a very large storm, really from North Carolina all the way down here to Florida, and continuing to bring us those tail bands across basically the peninsula right now. As we take a look outside right now, this is what it looks like from the Sunseeker Resort, and you can see the little shake there. We still do have these bands, and they still bring in some rather gusty winds for us, and they still can pack a little bit of a punch as they push on through the area. Let me kind of show you where we're seeing some of those right now. One just pushing on shore right near Englewood. That will go through Northport, Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda, and probably about short order. And then the next one that we're watching right now, Moorhaven, Coluiston, next in the path there, right through Hendry County, and then inland Collier, bringing in a lot of lightning over Big Cypress and I-75 Alligator Alley at this hour. Now, we still do have those flood watches in effect for Lee, Charlotte, DeSoto County, and a flash flood warning for portions of Sarasota County, and then plus that flood warning for Horse Creek there in Arcadia, which we do expect to crest today around 14 feet. But again, we still do have those flood watches because we're still seeing these downpours associated with Debbie as it pulls away. And we do expect those scattered showers of storms even here through the next several hours as temperatures kind of hang out in the lower 80s. And where we're at now is pretty much where we're going to see the rest of the night. Scattered shower storms and right around 81 degrees. Now you get into tomorrow, though, that's when I do expect a little bit warmer temperatures, a little bit more sunshine, but we're still going to see those bands pushing on through. But it will be very humid tomorrow with highs right around 90 degrees, and those feels like, yep, back in the triple digits. Welcome to Southwest Florida for you. But again, we do expect these bands to continue to push through here tonight. And then you get in towards Tuesday afternoon, we got more of those bands on pushing through. But I think finally, by about 4, 5, 6 o'clock, most of this will be out of here. So we got one more day of these tropical bands pushing on through. And then we got some drier air that will start to work its way in Wednesday and Thursday. But still, out ahead of that, we still could see some localized downpours, 1, 2, maybe 3 inches. And again, that's why we still do have that flood watch up for us here tonight. Now, the other thing is, if you're thinking about going boating tomorrow, not a good idea still. Still going to have seas 5 to 7 feet, rough conditions out there as well. And just check out the wave heights the next couple days. Still going to be elevated even Wednesday as Debbie pulls away, finally starting to calm things down later on in the week. But that said, we do have a coastal flood advisory for Lee County, Charlotte County northward, and that's because we're still looking at that higher surf out there. We also do have high surf advisory for Lee and Charlotte and Sarasota, and that high rip current risk as well just down in Collier. As we move through the next couple of days, we're still going to be feeling that effects up along the coast. But again, I do expect a little bit drier air Wednesday, Thursday, and then back up into the weekend, we'll start to ramp up those rain chances. But as the drier air works its way in, look at the humidity. It's going to be with us in those feels likes. Yeah, 110 by the end of the week. So you're definitely going to feel it as we move throughout the rest of the week. So looking at the 7-day forecast as a whole. So again, we got that tropical downpours for you on your Tuesday, 90-degree temperatures. But again, wanting that sunshine, that dry air, that's going to come in Wednesday, Thursday, and then you get in the rest of the week. We're kind of back in that typical afternoon sea breeze pattern as we get in towards your weekend with scattered afternoon showers and storms and temperatures kind of hanging out in the low to mid 90s as we get in towards your weekend.